Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. A freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show.
The Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show.
What is up, all you freaks out there? This is Ryan.
This is Rhonda, and I'm not gonna lie, Ryan. I bet you were like, "Where is she?"
Oh my god, I was looking at the. I was like, oh shit.
Oh my god!
I had to delay a few seconds there, but it's all good.
No, no, I was literally I stopped working about like 8:30. It was like I needed to eat, and I came in here with plenty of time, and then of course nothing wanted to work right. I was like, ah! I saw it flipped to 9 o'clock. I was like, I'm not even in the queue. Shoot!
Oh man,
But I
I
made
was
it. You're
like,
here.
it is all good.
We're
I
here.
was thinking, well, man, I don't know why she wouldn't tell me she's not
No,
coming on.
you know, 100%. I would have told you.
Yeah, I know. And luckily, we have a guest that's going to be a lot of fun to talk to.
Yes, I cannot
Uh,
wait. I'm so excited. I would have missed this for the world.
We got Rosetta White joining us tonight. Super excited. We met her at Cabin Con
Yes, we did.
this past May. We both got readings from her,
We did.
and yeah, I'm looking forward to chatting with her tonight. How are you doing?
Doing good.
This
It's
evening.
been a busy couple weeks at work, but it's good. The weather here, we got a little hot there for a minute, but it's been beautiful the last couple of days. So
It hasn't
went
really
outside
felt-
tonight. Like I took a break up before. I left. I stopped working. No weather. I was like, I had some plants I needed to get in the ground. You know what I mean? So I got that done, and then came back and worked some more. So it was just nice. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Who's Krista? It says Krista has joined the stream.
I have no idea.
I don't know who that is.
Do you know who a Krista is?
Yeah. Are you having a party here? Inviting people to come on the show?
We had a party. We didn't know it.
Everyone, yeah. Everyone join us. Hasn't it really felt?
I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, shit, the more the merrier, I guess. Man, I don't know. It hasn't really felt like summer to me. I mean, it's been
Not yet. It hasn't gotten hot. I feel like when it hits, it's going to be all at once, and it's just going to be miserable.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not sounding like I'm complaining or something. I'm really not. It's just I don't know. It feels like things are just running together. And maybe that's just the summertime feeling where it's just like it doesn't feel like any day's any different than the other day.
Well, yeah,
You know?
and I was thinking about it today because, like, today it was a nice day, but like if I was well, I mean, I know kids will do it regardless. They don't care how cold it is. But like the local pools and stuff being open, like I wouldn't get in a swimming pool right now. It's not warm enough.
Actually, RJ made me take him to the pool today, and I told him I'm not getting in the pool. You want to go ahead, it's fine, but I'm going to sit here and watch you.
Yeah,
And maybe
exactly.
it's the kids getting out so early compared to when we were.
True. That's true because
It's-
around here they usually get out like the second week in June, and now they're getting out like around Labor Day, right?
Oh, they get right before Memorial Day.
Yeah,
And
Memorial Day.
yeah, and then they go back before some middle of August. They go back. So when you're thinking it should be summertime, they're all back in school.
Yep.
And then I heard someone say that they saw Halloween stuff at
Hey, I'm all
Cracker
for
Barrel.
that. I'll start
And they-
stocking up now.
Like, I love Halloween as much as anybody else, but I've got to at least experience summer a little bit before I
No,
start
I'll start
getting
getting my
Halloween
stuff
stuff.
now though, because I mean I keep some things out all year. Halloween is like 24/7 around here. So
It just goes back to the whole everything's running around. But outside, this goes back to the whole thing of everything running into each other.
yeah, they'll have Christmas stuff out by August. Don't worry.
Exactly. And people be like, it's too early,
It is.
which I agree with.
Halloween I don't complain about though, but
I just wait till July to get the Halloween stuff out.
yeah, I think
Wait till
July is
after the
usually
fourth.
the time they start getting the Halloween stuff out.
Yeah.
What do they call it?
Before-
Summerween.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep people excited for the cooler months.
Yeah.
Hasn't even been hot yet for me to be like, oh my god.
I mean, it's had a couple of days here and there, but not really. It's usually so nice at night.
I know. That's why I take my dog for a walk, like
Yeah.
every night around the apartment complex because there are no bugs. It's cool
Yeah.
outside. Sometimes you
Yeah.
have to wear this outside.
Yep.
Just waiting for the other shoe to drop.
It's coming. It's
You
coming.
know what's going to happen.
Yep.
Let's see. It is actually Donald Duck Day. So
Donald
happy
Duck
Donald
Day.
Day, everyone. Yep.
Cool.
This is a day, I guess Donald Duck premiered on this day
Cool.
in the 1930s. And this will kind of goes with the Halloween, the whole paranormal thing. It is International Dark and Stormy Day.
it was a dark and stormy night.
It was a dark and stormy night.
That's how they all start, right? It was a dark and stormy night.
Exactly. Yes, and now we can celebrate the goodness of dark and stormy nights, which are my favorite kind of nights. I love stormy nights.
Me too. Me too. I felt like we got gypped. What was it? Sunday night? They kept saying we were going to get storms somewhere between 5 and 7, and we didn't get one. I felt gypped.
Yeah, me too. We haven't had a good thunderstorm in a long time.
We haven't.
I mean, like
we haven't.
Cracking thunder, the sky turns dark.
Yep.
And it cool, the wind picks up, and you're like,
yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It's been a long time. We are due. We got the ice. So we've done that.
Yep.
All right. We're done with that. Now we need a storm.
Yep. I agree.
Not too much damage though.
And tornado season passed.
Yeah, I don't want a tornado.
No tornadoes. We'll pass.
Good thing tornado season is done. And we are done with that, but not quite out of hurricane season. Yeah, I think that just started actually.
It just started. Yeah, it just started.
Kevin's in the house. That girl's
girl.
here.
Woo! I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you.
I know.
Who else we got? We got Kevin.
Badlands in the
Badlands.
house.
So we got either Cody or Robin or both.
Hello. Keith is here.
Keith. Hey, Keith.
We've got a whole crew here waiting to talk to Rosetta. But first, guys, we need to figure out what the cards are going to tell us to do.
Let me pull out the trusty glasses so I can see what I'm doing.
Live our lives. Pull out your spectacles so you can
pull
see what
out
we're
my
doing.
spectacles so I know what we're doing. All right, let's see. Still pulling for this Outlaw Oracle deck. I still think it's perfect for summer.
That's your summer deck of choice this
It's
year.
Independent, authentic, and rebellious is what it says. All the things
there you go.
all of us freaks are. So
yes, especially during the summertime.
Let's see. Okay. All right, we got the funny thing is last week we got like Rambling Man, and this week we get Good-Hearted Woman. We got Rambling Man for Kevin.
Good-hearted woman and love was a two-time man.
No, we got Silver Tongue Devil. That's I think what we got last time. So this one is respectable, understanding, reasoning, and stable. And so let's see what goes along with that.
Ooh, we got Tanya has joined. Janya and Nain has joined the stream too. Holy crap. We have a lot of people just coming in.
Roadside. Okay, so this is interesting. We got Good-Hearted Woman, which is stable, understanding, but we also got Roadside Motel.
You know that song is stuck in my head now.
Stability and security, which they kind of go together. So I think the overall message is about trying to, and I think I could speak. I think this is it kind of resonates with what I've been going through. So the last 2 weeks at work has been 110% off the chain. And I'm not even a joke. It's been crazy, crazy, crazy. And I think what I've done, and I think what we need to do, so if any of you guys are feeling the same thing I am, even if it's not work, if you've just got a lot going on, I mean, summer has just kicked off. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of wild. You know, many of you might have your children at home and you normally don't have your children at home. So I think it's important to just kind of find the things that ground you and make you feel more stable than you normally would. Even if that is like, you know, I've been trying every day, even if it's for 20 minutes midday, just to go outside and sit outside, just get some sun, get some air, you know, whatever it takes to make sure that you keep yourself in the middle of whatever chaos you've got going on, be it work, be it just kids at home now, suddenly, whatever you've got going on, find that peace and that thing that you can do that keeps you in that stable and good mindset to be able to deal with it. Because it helps. It really helps. And it'll keep you from becoming, it keeps me from becoming a little unhinged, honestly. A little unhinged where I might snap out.
That's good advice for any time of the year. But especially in summertime.
Everybody I talk to, and I don't know if it's moon energy, people are saying they're not sleeping well. They're having crazy dreams. You know, everybody's schedule's off kilter. They just feel like they're running a little manic. So I think it's all about finding 1 or 2 things a day. If it's 5, 10, 20 minutes to go do to ground yourself and bring yourself back to center. So whatever that is for you.
Sometimes you need a reset.
Yeah.
Just a reset in the day. Just kind of like, okay, breathe.
100%.
And just take account of everything that's going on and just, you know, don't be too overwhelmed because again, you say there's a lot of stuff going on in the summertime. You'd be probably being torn this way and that. And it's good to just take time, maybe like you said, 10 minutes, 15, 20, and just be with yourself.
Last Friday, not to like 11, but like Friday, it had been a week. And Friday, I had like this hour long stretch where I had no meetings. And I literally blasted Michael Jackson for an hour straight.
I mean,
I put it on my other laptop on YouTube, and I just sat here working, blasting some Michael Jackson. And you know what? It made me feel good.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Michael. It's MJ. Of course, to make you feel good.
Keith Artifact, I did. I said unhinged. Have you been feeling that too? I said unhinged because every couple of days I'm like, oh, I need to step away.
Yes. Yes. I think the world is getting that way, though. It's not just the season. It's just the world, people, and everything in general, where you just got to be like, all right, I need to step away because this everything is driving me fucking crazy.
Yes. Yes.
You know, so again, guys, live your life.
Yep.
Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Take time for yourself. And we'll be back next week to tell you how to live your life.
Do next week. Yeah.
Yes.
This week,
yes.
Just take 5.
Guys, yep. Michelle says, yes, I am wine going outside, rain or shine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I go outside in the rain, but usually not happy about it. So I'm usually walking the dog. And the dog's like, that's the time when the dog doesn't want to use the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. They don't like to use the bathroom when it's raining.
Exactly. Music helps too. Love my classic rock. Me too.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why. I just felt that Friday was a Michael Jackson kind of day. That's what we did.
I mean,
that's what we did.
So you can't wrong with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So tonight we have a very special guest.
Yes.
She is a tarot card reader.
Yep.
And we're going to learn about her spiritual journey. Let's welcome to the show, Miss Rosetta White.
Woohoo!
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. You have candlelight going. Very.
I do.
Nice ambiance.
Set the ambiance for the evening.
Cool.
Thanks. You know, I had to let my smoke detector go off a couple of times. I was like, I think we're just going to have to take the battery out for about an hour. But if I had my light on, then the glare of just like where I'm sitting was just too bad. So,
I mean, I think it looks great. I think this is the first time we've done a show with someone by candlelight.
Yeah.
Really?
I wish I had known because I could have done the same.
I just bought a new candle from Yankee Candle the other day. I could have done it. We could have had like a whole like thing going here.
Yeah. Next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
So how's it going?
It's going good. You know, just been busy. And I'd have to kind of piggyback off of what Rhonda said, you know, about I had to look to see if we were in a Mercury retrograde because everything has just been so off kilter like the past week. Even longer, honestly, probably for a good month for me, honestly. It's just been crazy. Work this week have 2 account managers are out. So not only am I doing their work, I'm trying to like stay on top of mine. And I'm a very like everything has to be on point and balanced, and it's just not right now. So I feel very off myself.
Yeah,
so,
I mean everybody's complaining about it. So it's
yeah,
not
everybody.
We have a
It's
group
not.
chat of a bunch of us, and we're all like, "What is happening? Who's sleeping? Who's not sleeping? What's going on?"
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Believe me, it's not just you; it's everybody. So
I felt off for a few weeks myself, where it's just like I just don't feel right. Like I don't know, it's weird because it's not like I'm depressed or anything like that, but it's just, you get that feeling where it's like something doesn't feel like it should. But I don't know what, because time changes, we change as time goes by. I don't feel the same all the time, but it's just,
Mm-hmm. It's a constant. It's like we're waiting for that shoe to drop almost,
Yeah.
and we're very hyper self-aware of our surroundings. I know that I am, more than I would normally be. And I don't know if that has something to do with the rare blue moon that we just had as well. I know that was a moment that we were supposed to be releasing a lot of the things that we were holding on to. So I did that not just on the blue moon, but the flower moon as well this month. I did a cord cutting and, tried to release some things that I had been holding on to that I just knew that I needed to let go of. So when the second moon of this month came along, I did the same thing. I didn't do a cord cutting, but I definitely needed to just continue to release things. And, I wrote my intentions, or I wrote things that I still wanted to let go of and burned it, and, all that other good stuff. But it's just that imbalance right now, and I'm just waiting for it. Right, it's like riding the wave. I'm like, what do I need to do next? Just go out to the beach and just like stand in the water and just let it go.
Go back out to sea.
Yes,
Yeah.
just go, because I don't want this anymore. I've held on to it for way too long. I got to do a reading for a girl. So a couple of months ago, I was at a doctor's office, and there was a lady that was there. She was pregnant, and I typically don't do this, when I see people, but her um grandmother-in-law was so loud, and I was like, I have a question. And I said, please don't think that I'm crazy when I ask you this. And I was like, are you naming your daughter after your grandmother? And she was like, no. And I was like, well, I have some questions. And I was like, I'm a medium. And I was like, again, please don't think that I'm crazy. Did she smoke? And she's like, no. And I was like, do you have her pearls? I said, because she keeps saying pearl, pearl, pearl. And she was like, no. And I was like, did she like to cook? And everything was a no. Well, then she calls me the next day, and she was like, hey, Miss White. And she was like, I'm calling you from my personal cell phone. And she was like, and I'm really sorry to bother you, but I just wanted to tell you that I talked to my mother-in-law last night, and you were picking up on her mother. Her last name was Pearl. She used to smoke.
Oh,
She
wow.
cooked all this stuff. And she was like, she wants to meet you. And I was like, okay, just let me know, what a good day and time's going to be. And, I was like, I know you're getting ready to have the baby. So let's make plans after the baby's born. So then she calls me in March, and she's like, hey, my family's here. Would you mind coming and doing a reading? And I was like, I can't, because I'm really sick. Like, I had bronchitis. I said, and I think I have strep throat too. And I don't want to get you guys sick. So she's like, okay. So she called me last week, and she was like, just wanted to check in to see if you could come do a reading on Saturday. I was like, sure. So I went, and I'm nervous because, I don't know. It's like when I'll explain all this on my spiritual journey in a minute, but I was scared that I was going to be wrong. I'm always scared that I'm going to be
imposter
wrong.
syndrome. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I have to learn, and I've learned how to trust myself. And if I'm wrong, okay, that message is meant for somebody else, but 9 times out of 10, I'm going to hit the nail right on the head. So we're sitting there, and, I introduced myself to her mother-in-law, and her father-in-law's there, her husband's there, she's there. And I just start talking to them, and I was like, okay, so the way that it works for me is like, sometimes I can hear things but I can't see them. Sometimes I can see it and I can't hear it. It's almost like a movie reel. I've got to put like 2 and 2 together. I mean, I'm sure people think when they watch Teresa Caputo, and I tell them all the time, I'm not Teresa Caputo at all whatsoever, though I love her and I think she's amazing. It doesn't work like that for me. Like, I'll see things and then I'll ask you, what does, it's, I saw swimming, and I said, okay, what I'm seeing now is a pool. Like, I see the pool. But then I'm also seeing it goes to another scene where I'm seeing like a field with some lilies. And she was like, well, lilies was my grandmother's favorite flower, the daughter. And then her husband was like, well, let me tell you the story about the swimming pool. And he was like, so I told myself that if you were real, then you would bring this up. And he was talking about him going to the pool all the time at the country club with his grandmother. He said, as soon as he thought that in his head, I started talking about the swimming pool.
Wow.
So we start talking a little bit more, and I was like, okay, now she wants me to ask you guys about the quilts in her sewing room. And he goes, God damn it. He was like, I doubled down. And he was like, and I told myself that if you got this, and he was like, and you were right, you did it again. So I was like, okay, so then we just start talking a little bit more. And then I was like, all right, now I'm seeing horses. And all of a sudden the wife, she just busts into tears. She's like, we're moving and I have this horse, and she's showing me the pictures, and she's like, and I don't want to leave him. And I was like, oh, so it's really nice to be able to have those types of validations, when you go into something, because it's like, what if I'm wrong? You know what I'm saying? So to start off on my spiritual journey, I've known that I can speak to the dead since I was 5 years old. Um, and when you're that young and you're seeing and you're hearing these things, and you don't have the people around you to support you that understand this, that can help you, how do I want to put it? Like, perfect the gift, I guess, or understand it, know how to use it, and that you're not crazy and that it's okay. So I just kind of shoved it down inside for a really, really, really long time. And then my friend that I had gone to school with, I saw her probably 6 years ago, and she gave me a deck of cards. She's like, you need to start reading again. And I was like, okay. So I start reading again, just for myself, friends, family, just practicing and, just getting back into it. And I start doing some research, and looked up like Stregaria, which is old Italian witchcraft. And my family's Italian. My grandfather's originally from Calabria, Italy. And I was like, well, this all makes sense. And I'm thinking about some of the things that my family, what they did and still do to this day. But the thing is with Stregaria, they don't talk about it. They teach it. That's one of the reasons why you don't find a lot of information on Stregaria, because it's all family. It's just taught. It's nothing that's written. So I was like, wow, that made a lot of sense to me. Susan Holland, I don't know if you guys know her, but she used to do a lot of investigations with Flumeri.
Okay.
I happened to meet her, and she invited me to go to the Exchange Hotel and on an investigation. So I went with her, and I'm standing there by myself, and this lady turns around and she looks at me, and she's like, do you know that you have a spirit animal? And I was like, you can see him? Because like, I've never talked about it. Like, I know he's there. I know who he is. And she describes him to a T. And she was like, you have the gift, come with me. And I was like, okay, still have no idea who she is. We go upstairs, and she's got her table out. And she's like, we're going to do an exercise. I want you to read your cards to me. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going through a lot right now. And I don't want to read my cards. I don't want to talk about it. So we do my reading. I'm crying. We're having this conversation. And I'm like, what do I do? Like, and I was like, I've never met another person like me. So I'm asking her all these questions. And one of my questions was like, what if I'm wrong? She was like, doesn't matter. She's like, if you're wrong, then that message wasn't meant for them. I was like, okay. So she's just like, trust yourself. Just trust yourself. I was like, okay. So, and ever since then, I have just run with it. I just run with it now. So, and that was Pat O'Keefe.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
she has been, I love her. Like her, Misty Connor, Ashley Connor, they're the ones that I really look up to. Like when I'm, having a question, or, I have their books, I'll watch some of their videos. I follow them. So honestly, it's just faith and just knowing that what I have is real and sharing that with people. So that's the big thing for me. is I just want to be able to share my gift.
Well, I mean, you
So,
definitely, Ryan and I both have readings. We can attest to how good you are. But I think anybody that when they start opening up their gifts, we all doesn't matter how long you've done it. You always kind of second guess yourself, like, oh gosh, what if I'm wrong? What if this? What if that? But
mhm.
like what you had with, like you were talking about who you met in the doctor's office, there is the thing, and it happens more times than not. I call it sitter amnesia, because you
Mhm.
are talking and they've got a person usually in their head that they're wanting to connect with. That's who's on their mind. That's who they're thinking about. And when you start spilling out something else about somebody else, it's like, no, no.
Yeah.
And most of the time they will call you later and say, I figured it out. I've done that. I've been a sitter and had been getting a reading. They were like, Tom. And I'm like, there's no Tom. There is absolutely no. And I was like, I have a grandfather. Nope, it was a friend. I was like, I don't have a friend named Tom. Well, then, a
Yeah.
week later, I'm like, oh, it was my friend Tom that went by TW. Oops. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
I've had
It
it.
sure does make sense.
I've had situations before too where a name has come through, and when I was setting up at the farmers market, and I was like, okay, so did this woman's ex-boyfriend had killed himself, or his best friend had killed himself? And I said, was his name Aaron? And she was like, no. She said, but that was his son's name. And I said, okay, well, there's your validation that he's the one that's coming through. And I know that I've met a lot of mediums and different psychics that they have a really hard time with names.
I
Like
do.
for me, yeah, I don't know why. It just comes to me. Like I did a reading for a guy once, never met him before in my life. I knew his father's name, his sister's name, his aunt's name, his uncle's name. And he was like, how do you know all this? I was like, I don't know. And I was like, I just hear it in my head and I just say it. And then I see the images. And, if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm not, I'm not. And he was just like absolutely amazed. Um, I write a lot of things down too. Like I journal a lot, or like if a thought hits my head for some reason, or there's a phrase, or there's something, I'll write the date, I'll write the phrase. My friend Tange, I've known her for a really, really long time. She's like me. She's a medium as well. And as we were talking about it, I don't like other people doing readings for me. I just don't. Um, and she's like that too. I finally got her to let me do a reading for her. So I did the reading, and I was like, you're not your nightmares. We had this long conversation. Well, the very next day, I go to this book that I had not written in about a year, flip it open, and the very first page that it comes to, it has her name written there, and it says, "You are not your nightmares." And it was a year prior, almost a year to the date that I gave her reading. And I took a picture. I was like, "Tans, look at this." And I was like, I don't even remember writing this. I said, but did we just had this conversation yesterday? So it's just things like that.
Is her name Tangerine?
It is. Is she on here?
Yeah. Well, she's in the queue, like
Oh, is she?
on the Rift. I'm like, who is? We're trying to figure out. I'm trying. Who is Tange? And I was like,
that's my girl.
okay, all right. So we got that cleared up. I feel bad because
Yeah.
I actually removed her earlier because I thought somebody
Did
was
you?
trying to like get on
Well,
the show or whatever.
I think what I did when I shared this link, and that's probably why
Oh,
people are trying to like,
yeah,
yeah,
That
this
makes
is
my
the
bad.
sense.
actual
It's my
That makes
first
show
podcast.
link.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she can. I don't care. It's fine if
Yeah,
she's
it's fine.
if she can watch it and hear us. That's great.
Yeah.
But she can't if she's not comment. She might be able to comment on it on the show. So when you hear these voices in your head,
Mm-hmm.
is it like what kind of voice is it? Like it's the same voice every time? What does it sound like to you?
It's just a thought. You know what I'm saying? I guess maybe I should use the thought instead of voice, but it's a
Mhm.
thought in my head, or that's what I hear, or and
All right.
I just say what I think or what comes to me. You know what I'm saying? I guess maybe voice probably isn't the right word, maybe. But yeah, I
So
don't know. I just
for people who don't understand, like
mhm.
how tell the difference between just a regular thought in your head and an actual like message coming from somebody else, and how do you
So
trust it?
I guess for me, sorry, of course, my
Yeah, don't set the house on fire.
um, I guess for me, because when I'm doing a reading, I'm opening myself up. So when I'm receiving these messages, these aren't just normal thoughts that I have throughout the day.
Hmm.
So, for example, I went to a coffee shop once, and my friend was there, and just a girl that I knew from going to the coffee shop, and she knew that I did readings, and I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden I get the Charles. And I was like, okay, who's Charles? I'm gonna have to blow out some of these candles, you guys.
The ambiance
Um,
was fun while it lasted.
I, I
'Cause
know,
I don't want
right?
you setting your house on fire. You know.
It'll go off in just a second. Um, and she looks at me and she was like, "That's my dad. He died a week ago." And I know for her, like she gets really weirded out of with readings and with the gift and things like that. So I was like, I didn't go into a lot of detail, but I did text her later and I was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that your dad said that he's sorry. And I was like, I know it kind of freaks you out a little bit, but I at least wanted to give you the little bit of the message that he was giving me. So, um, hold on one second. I'm so sorry.
But it's
It's
okay.
fine.
It happens.
I know you said this is the first.
It's the glare. What I don't understand is like why it waited until right now. All right.
Just when it was doing good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna make my son come stand here and just be like, just wave.
Are you getting? We're about to get heavy rain here. I think there might be rain here tomorrow.
Really?
Is there?
Yeah, that's what I saw. But I was going off my Roku, and it's always wrong. So it's probably be like sunny and 90 degrees tomorrow.
Let me open up this door. Hey,
What?
Joshua.
Come fan the flames.
I know. Stand here for just a second because I asked you to. And just wave that for a second. Yep, I'll give you 5.
Are there scents to the candles? What do you smell like in there?
There's a little bit of everything. I just
Nice.
bought like 13 new candles. So of
Where'd you
course,
get them from?
Ross.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. They got that semi. They got the big sale at Yankee Candle now.
Oh, do
Like
they?
it's 50% off. I bought Bahama Breeze for $12
Oh,
Oh,
the
wow.
other day.
nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it was really cool because they had all of like, how they have like the numbers, the 444 protection and 777 for luck. And then
Yeah.
they had like 111 for intuition. And they had all the different numerology numbers. So I just bought them. And I was like, I'll just use those because the glare is going to be way too much. But here we are.
Hey, it fits too.
Okay. Sorry for a little interruption.
It's all good. So, do you see there? You see your images in color, or are they black and
I
white?
do. Nope. I can see them in color. Most of the time they are in color. And again, it's kind of like a movie reel almost, and I can just see. Um, Like I'll see flashes sometimes. For example, we were at Busch Gardens and my friend was like, I can always tell when you were getting ready to, or when you start seeing something because like your eyes will go up and it'll be like I'm looking at something. And she said, what do you see now? And I was like, well, I see like that lady that's standing there. She had a baby that passed away. I said, what I see is her in NICU holding her baby. And as soon as she turned around, she had the memorial tattoo on her back of
Oh,
the
wow.
date and yeah, of the birth date and the death date. And then like the baby foot. So it's just kind of things like that. It's not everybody, you know, and I think that's the other thing too, that people have a misconception of is they think that you pick up on everybody and you can't. And I know I put Rhonda on the spot. I was like, so who do you feel around me? And I hate being put on the spot too, but I just needed to know I had a question, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, I don't know, but he stands over there. And I said, because he's not allowed over here right now. I'm mad at him. So, yeah.
So how do you make for Rhonda, how do you see things when you have your visions?
I feel like it depends on who you're connecting with. For me,
Mhm.
when I started opening up, I was very much just clairvoyant. I just knew things. I just knew it. I don't know how I knew it. I just knew it. I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anything. I just knew it. Not long after I started actually taking some classes and things, then everything became very clairaudient. I just heard the answers.
Mhm.
And I knew sometimes I knew it wasn't my voice. And I knew that when they come through, they weren't how I speak and the diction that I use when I talk. So that's how I was able to say, okay, that's not coming from me. That's not my
Mhm.
thoughts, because that's not how I talk. Then 2 years ago, when I was in Salem, we were taking a tour, and that's when the visions came through, and I could start seeing things. And much like a movie theater, like all of a sudden I could just
Right.
see images playing out and like whole scenes, and I mean, it was really
Mhm.
just like watching TV. But it just really depends on who I'm working in or what I'm doing, or even on a paranormal investigation. It depends on the location. Sometimes I just feel things, or I hear things, or I see things, or sometimes you just smell something. It really just depends. I really believe it's on how the spirit feels most comfortable communicating with you.
Mhm. Yeah, so you're like me too. It's like a movie reel. And do
Yeah,
you feel like sometimes too you can see things but you can't hear it, or sometimes you can hear it but you can't see it, or it's a mixture of both
it's usually
depending on where you're at?
yeah, usually it's either I see
Yeah.
it or I hear it. Every once in a while it'll be both, but that's very few and far between. Usually I'm either
Yeah.
seeing it play out and I'm feeling the emotions of that scene, or I'm actually hearing somebody tell me what's happening.
I want to try channeling. I've never done that. And
Like
I want
trance
to go on
mediumship.
an investigation once, and I don't want to know where I'm going, and I want to get blindfolded and I want to see what I pick up on, you know, like on the way there or while we're there. I want to be able to just work on my skills a little bit more, sharpen them more, you know, use them more. Cause I feel like if I don't use it, then I'm going to lose it. And I don't want to lose it, you know, or I don't, I think the reason that I question myself so much now is because I don't use it as much as I used to. And I don't want to feel like I'm losing that ability, because I like being able to connect with other people, and be able to give those messages. So that's what I'd like to start doing. But
So it's like, well, kind of like what Rhonda was saying, the more she actually went out and did stuff, the more she was
mhm,
able to expand what she can do.
mhm,
Yeah.
Before
mhm,
she was just hearing things and knowing things. Now actually seeing things. The
mhm.
more you actually try it and trust yourself, that's the hard part, I think,
That
for
is the
people is
hardest part
Mhm.
of it
trusting
all.
yourself.
That is
It
the hard
Nobody,
part
is.
of
like
all of
you
it.
said, nobody wants to like go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, your mom's talking to me." Like, what are you talking? My mom's right there. You know?
I
Right,
know.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah. You really
it's like
don't.
being
Yeah. And it's like
rejected.
I try to let people come to me, but it was just when we were in the doctor's office, that lady was just so loud. Her grandmother-in-law, she was just so loud. And I was like,
You
she's
kind of feel
just
like you
really
have to.
loud, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It was just crazy. It was just, and she called me the very next day. She was like, "You were right." And I was like, "Thanks, man."
I mean,
So
have you ever had someone, come to you and like not leave you until you give the message, like
mm-mm.
where it's like at home, constantly in your ear until someone's like, all right, fine, I'll tell them the message, or they just usually just give you your space.
No, but what's weird is my best friend Shane, he passed away, and I was mad at
Is
him.
that the
I'm still a
person
little
you were
mad
mad
at
at
him.
at the cabin?
Yeah, that's who I was mad at. And when I put like blocks up and I'm like, I don't want to talk to you right now. Like there's boundaries now. Like we're not having conversations. He'll go to my friends that are psychics and he'll be like my friend Angel called me one time. She's like, "What's up with the Leo?" I said, "Tell Shane we're not talking right now. I don't want to talk to him." Um, there are times too that like I'll start when I can't sleep at night and I hear like a lot of noise in my head. I'll try to pretty much meditate and just kind of see like okay, so who's trying to communicate with me now, who's trying to talk to me right now, like somebody's trying to come through. Now I will tell you that 9 times out of 10 when that happens I'm not going to remember like what I was hearing or what I was seeing. For me that's just my way of trying to acknowledge that somebody's there and quiet the noise in my head so I can go to sleep. Now when we lived in our house that was built in 1860, um I had to set boundaries like in my house. Like you can't bother me like in my room during like certain times. Like you can't come in my bedroom. You can't like they had pretty much they were in the attic most of the time. But Joshua, my son, he sees and hears too. And there was one day that he came like running downstairs and he's like, "Mom, there's a lady in my room." Like he was freaking out. And I went upstairs and I'm looking around and we didn't see anything. Um, but I remember, and I had set boundaries then in his room. And I was like, "You guys can't come in here either." So in our house, we had a door that was, you could open and it would go into our bedroom. It was an adjoining door. And I remember when we were moving, I looked up and I saw a guy. He was standing there. He wasn't in my room. He wasn't in their room. He was like right in the doorway, like, ha ha ha. Like, you didn't set your boundary here. I'm going to stand here. And as soon as I
Hmm,
saw him, he disappeared.
that's
But
funny.
yeah, sometimes it like, I don't think I've had anything follow me home per se, thankfully. Cause when I leave a location, I'm like, okay, anything that's here, you have to stay here. Um, but sometimes it'll get a little noisy in my head.
We have someone asking. I don't know if how it works for you.
Mhm.
But Surrender and Shine, Cindy asks if you can feel anything around her. Do you have to be in front of the person? How does it work? Can you feel
It's
things like when you're
easier
not?
to be like around, that person. It's so
Mhm.
much easier because it's energy based for me too, though. It's like, what can I feel when I'm around you? I mean, I can. I'll try. Again, I don't want to be wrong.
I mean,
So,
it's hard when you're not when
Yeah.
you're just pretty
There's
mhm.
not
much
that
interacting
direct energy transfer. Yeah.
with words on a screen. You're
Yeah.
not even actually seeing the person. Like it might be easier for you to see if there's something around me or Rhonda because you can see us.
Well, Rhonda,
You know?
to be totally honest, and if the girl that asked the question wants to reach out to me after the podcast to schedule, on a one-on-one, it's going to be so much easier for me to be able to do that one-on-one with her. And I just want to be
Mhm.
completely honest and transparent. I don't want to give misinformation at all whatsoever, but she is more than welcome to reach out to me one-on-one. And I would be more than happy to do a session with her to see what I can pick up on if there's any messages.
Yeah, that might be
But
easier to do to try to do
what
it
I
through
wanted
a
to,
chat.
yeah, yeah, it would just be so much easier. I know the name. I don't know if this resonates with anybody, but the name Clyde comes through, and I see either miner, coal miner, or railroad. But what I see an old black and white picture, and he has on like the hats, like the cowboy hat. It's old, and the button up t-shirt, um a pair of pants, trousers, and like the jacket, but it looks like 1960-ish, maybe later. But I do see that image, and that is a name that does pop up in my head. So I don't know if that resonates with somebody. um but Rhonda, what I wanted to tell you earlier when you first came on, I don't know what is behind you or like
Uh-huh.
what you have in your house, but I saw it like running past you, like behind you in your room. Do you have somebody there with you?
There's no people here. There's
There's
dogs.
no spirit wise. Spirit wise.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of those around here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, I don't know. It's just weird because I just saw it and I was like, I wonder who that is. So
I get a lot of
it was
people
like,
say that they can see somebody kind of in the doorway when I'm live. So I'm
yeah,
assuming it's a family member.
it could be, but I mean, it seemed more like almost like a teenage boy
Okay.
ish. So yeah, that's what I thought I noticed. So I think for you, um, Ryan, I feel like your grandfather stays around you a lot too, though. So I don't know if
Okay.
we talked about that before, but I
I
don't
think we
know.
may have talked about it at the cabin.
Yeah, we may
Um,
have.
yeah. So
So,
what got you into doing tarot cards? There we go.
um,
There it
Oh,
is, right
Cindy said she
there.
had a red Doberman named Clyde.
oh, did she? Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, there you
That's
go.
Oh, I
awesome.
can
See, the
tell
name
you,
Clyde just came through.
well, Clyde
Yeah.
might have been here with Doberman, but you were talking about somebody who worked on the railroad. Now, it wasn't in the 60s, but my grandfather was a railroad worker
Oh, was he? So did he have a beard?
from time to time.
Okay, because like the picture that I see, is like it's now, was he from Utah? Was he from
Yeah.
Colorado area? Because see, that's what I'm seeing. It's like, or
Okay.
maybe even West Virginia. There's a lot of mountains
Yeah, West
there.
Virginia would make
Um,
sense. West Virginia
okay.
would make sense. Yes.
Okay. I mean, because I see, and I don't know what I'm thinking, because I see dirt, but it's more, mountainous, but West Virginia's got a lot of dirt too. So it
Yeah.
very well could be West Virginia as well. Is he from West Virginia?
I mean, he lived in West Virginia for a time or two.
Okay.
Anywhere out that
Yeah.
way, yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, that makes sense. So, yeah. Okay. I mean, and the thing is too is there's a lot of different energies around. There's a lot of different you know things. So I mean, Clyde, that could be some her Doberman. Then I'm picking up
Exactly.
on your grandfather. There's just different things that can come into play. So
Well, that's
it's the
one thing
validation.
that I learned from Cindy Kaza when you're doing groups and things. They have what they call piggyback messages. So you can have a message come through with two people that are both like mothers or fathers, or the situations are similar, but you're picking up on the name of one person. But it's really a piggyback message for both people.
Hmm.
If it
And it was
resonates with two
weird.
people, yeah.
It was weird too, because when I was doing the reading on Saturday, it was like two grandmothers in the same place, but one's like, I want the attention. The other one was like, no, I want the attention. Because it was like, I'm seeing one image, but then it's going over to something else. So it was between the husband and wife. And I was like, it's like they're battling back and forth about who wants to get the message out first,
Yeah.
And it was just crazy. But yeah, it does happen that way.
Yep.
So I don't
Oh,
see
they
how
definitely fight to speak over each other. That's for sure.
Yeah, they do.
This
Yep.
says
This lady.
vibes. It says, does my mom have or any loved ones who have passed on have any messages for me? I would definitely recommend you getting in touch with Rosetta,
Yeah.
where she can have do one like more of a one-on-one thing for you whoever is in chat who wants to know if there's any messages for you, unless Rosetta picks up on something while we're doing the show, because obviously she picked up on Clyde. So if she does pick up on something, I'll just get her to tell us. And if not, definitely reach out to Rosetta, where you can have more of a one-on-one like real connection with her. And
Yeah,
sorry for
definitely.
talking over you there.
Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, I would definitely do more of a one-on-one session. So it would just make things a lot easier. So, um, but
And
yeah,
maybe we can
it's been
have
a
you back on
wild
the
ride.
show and
Yeah.
see if you can have more of a show just about connections.
Yeah.
When we
Okay.
have you back on, and we'll get people to ask
Yeah.
questions and stuff like that, and we'll have a show like dedicated to that.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
that
we
might
can
be
definitely do that.
um
Most definitely.
so back to the whole like what made you decide to get into tarot cards?
Um, at first it was just for learning purposes. But then when I started doing more research and studying and reading and, getting more into my own spirituality and my journey, I was able to use them as divination tools as well to allow me to not only see the path that you're on, but oracle cards allow me to it's more of like a spiritual connection. What do your spirit guides have to say, or what message do I need to give you that you're not but you need to hear in a different way. So I use a mixture of oracle and tarot when I'm doing readings, and it just allows me to connect with past loved ones and spirit guides. It's just a way of using it as a divination tool. I don't have to use them, but it helps me to use it as a tool.
Does it
So,
help you like explain things better to the people that you're giving readings to?
yes, absolutely. It does. Definitely. Because it's just gives you like a better picture. So,
Yeah. A lot of people use tarot cards when they're doing mediumship readings, just because sometimes, and like basically, like Rosetta said, you're kind of playing telephone, Pictionary, all of this at one
Yeah.
time, and so it's hard to know if whether you're misinterpreting something or not. And sometimes if you just kind of say, "Okay, I'm going to pull some cards," and so you can clarify this for me because I don't know if you mean this or if you mean this, and see what that gets.
right.
And also as another tool to me, I use it a lot as well with tarot, because I read tarot intuitively. I couldn't tell you off the cuff what every card means
hmm
in the book. I read them like they come out, and that's what I get.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what
Um,
I do too.
so a lot of times it's just to shut that, you know, brain side of your brain that's making you think logically and keeping that side of your brain busy so that
hmm
the proper side can start filling in the blanks for you. A lot
It
you'll find
does.
a lot of
It helps.
turning off that right brain. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
a lot of people you'll see a lot of mediums that do it. Though his name is Tyler. I can't think of his last name, but he just doodles. He just doodles on paper.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen him.
Yeah, he does that. Like some people will keep beads in their hands, just something to keep their hands busy, which helps them get out of that logical mind some so that it flows
hmm
better. So a lot of mediums use something like that just to kind of shut the noise out, shut that logical ego brain out so that they can read a little bit better. So
My friend
Decade.
Krista let me practice on her once, just talking about doodling. And her husband came in, and I was like, hey, I was like, Serge, let me practice on you for a minute. And he's like, okay. And he's very quiet. He's a very, and sometimes I'm like, God, does he even like me? Because he doesn't talk, but he's a sweet guy, really. So I was like, let me read you. And it was just little things like, okay, what's up with the shoes? And he was like, well, my grandfather used to make shoes. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, now I'm seeing dancing. What's up with the dancing? And he was like, they were professional dancers. And I was like, all right. Well, and because Krista would be like, all right, Sarah, do you want to tell her or do you want me to tell her the story? Like, whatever, I'd bring up something. And I was like, what's up with the cheese? And she's just like, all right, Sarah, do you want me to tell her or are you going to tell her about the cheese? I mean, it's just little things that kind of get, and I was like, I need to start writing things down. So I would just
Mhm.
start, whenever something would come into my head, I would just write it down. And I had like this long list. I think I read him for like a good hour, but there was like a whole list of things that I just kind of hit on. And he's like, yep. Yep. And she's like, every time I come up with something, Krista would be like, you want to tell her or you want me to tell her?
Wow,
So it was nice to have that validation. So,
that's
yeah.
awesome. So
So, and
we were
now,
talking.
sorry,
Oh,
go
go ahead.
ahead.
Sorry, I was
I
going to
was
say.
just going to
So,
say,
you go ahead. All right, I'll let you go.
You'll say
I'm
the
going to shut
exact
up.
same thing.
what I was going to say for anybody that is experiencing this and they're not really sure what it is, am I hearing things? Am I schizophrenic? What is it? Write it down. I tell everybody, write it down. So, and then go back and revisit it later if you want to, just to kind of, validate yourself if you have to. It's a good way of validation. So,
I was going to ask. We were talking earlier about the way everyone has been feeling weird
mhm.
lately, and they don't know why. Do you think it's because we are much more aware of our surroundings or much more aware spiritually than we were before, like as a whole? So we're more aware of stuff like, off feelings that we maybe wouldn't have noticed before.
I think it has a lot to do with what's going on in the world. I think a lot of people are more on alert than they typically would be, which is going to heighten our senses anyways, and we're going to be a little more short and I've noticed that myself. I'm just like, I'm so short lately. And we're going to, gas prices are at a all-time high. Groceries are at an all-time high. We have kids out here making $20 an hour that can't even, move out of their parents' house and they're, graduated from high school already. I think it's a mixture of everything,
Hmm.
and people are just a little more
On edge.
heightened. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And we're just more self-aware of it now, I think, because who feels this way all the time?
And
It's
plus,
one thing to feel off for a day, but when it's for a long stretch, you're gonna
you're
notice it.
you're bombarded by it too, because you see it
Mhm.
like all the time on social media, constantly being bombarded by negativity, like all the time. Even when you try to be positive as much as you can, but I think you know social media thrives on negativity. It's just
Yeah.
always there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People are angry with each other over politics, and just it's like, oh my god, so much
Mhm.
shit. It's
Yeah. And
oh,
negativity spreads like wildfire. And when you're an empath and you're around it and you can feel it, and though it's not you, you suck it in, and before
Yeah.
you know it, you're just like, God, another salt bath. Did I not just do this? I got to cleanse all this just negativity off me.
Yeah.
So that has a lot to do with it too.
Yep.
yeah.
It really does. So,
And
yep.
that goes back
Being an,
to what Rhonda said: get out. Take time for
mhm.
yourself.
Whatever that
Yep.
looks like. If that is just meditating for 5 minutes, do it. If it's going
Yep.
outside for 5 minutes, do it. If it's calling
Mhm.
a friend, do it. Whatever it takes just to step out of the situation you're in. for 5 or 10 minutes, you'll come back feeling better.
You need to
Yep, go
recharge
for a walk.
yourself.
Yep, you have to.
Exactly.
Scream in your pillow.
That
Yes.
too.
Just do
That
it.
too.
Right, you know, screaming your
I
card.
work from home. I work from home, and I tell my coworker all the time. I'll call her and be like, "All right, I'm gonna go scream in my pillow real quick."
Whatever you
It
got to do.
works. Yeah. So.
It's good advice, guys.
Mhm.
You know, your mental health is so important, and you know,
It
make
is
sure you
definitely.
take care of yourself.
Yeah.
There, Rhonda lost her light.
I know my light died.
There we go. Well, you know what?
For a little bit.
It's just in time.
Just in
because
time.
We are about to say goodnight.
Yep.
To you freaks. Rosetta, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
You're
tonight on the
welcome. Sorry
show.
about almost, the thing going off
Hey,
50 million
yeah,
times, but
I didn't even. Did you hear the smoke alarm go off? I didn't hear it
No,
go
I
off.
didn't hear it. So there must
you
have
didn't
been
hear
some
it? Oh,
buffer.
thank
Well,
God.
Yeah, there
You
must have
got
been
your
some kind of
earphones
buffer.
in,
Yeah.
so we can't hear what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
We had no
good.
idea. I just thought there was
That's
too much
funny.
smoke going on or something.
Yeah.
That is funny. Well, now you can blow your candles out and not burn your house down.
Yes, I will. And anybody that wants a one-on-one, just shoot me a message, and I will be more than happy to schedule a day and time to get with you. So, but thank you guys for having me on.
Yes.
Let me know when you want to blindfold me and kidnap me and take me on an adventure, because I
Oh,
am
you
ready
know,
to go.
I am
Yes, we should.
all about that.
You should.
We're in a van and we'll throw you in the van. We'll take you
Yes, I would
someplace.
so love that. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. You have a
All
great
right.
night.
You
I'll
do
talk
the
to you soon.
same. You're
Have a
welcome. I'll
good
talk to
one.
you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Guys, that was a fun
That
show.
was fun. I knew that she was gonna be a great guest.
We'll definitely have to have her back on to talk, to get more in
We
depth.
can have her in on some of our roundtable discussions.
Yes. It would be fun to have her talk with Dana.
Yeah.
And Jeannie.
Yep.
As well. I think that would be a fun conversation.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, guys. I think Thursday, I don't know. We're supposed to have Ariel Grata on the show, but her daughter's been dealing with stuff, so it may just be Rhonda and I shooting the
We
shit.
just might be shooting the shit. Hell yeah.
Shooting the shit on Thursday night. We missed last week, so we'll be back Thursday.
Yeah.
And then, guys, it's the second Sunday of the month.
That means
the Freakin Awesome playlist is this Sunday
awesome
night.
Playlist.
And we are listening. This is gonna be we're doing sad songs. Sad, slow song. Well, not sad songs you listen to when you're sad, not like sad songs.
Don't everybody rush in at once to listen to sad songs.
You know there's songs that you listen to when something happens, like you break up with someone.
Right.
When you get in the feels, you get the feelings, not the good feelings. Kind of like you're depressed and you've got to express yourself.
Okay.
In music.
Okay.
But I'm not talking like funeral songs or whatever. I'm just songs you when you were a kid or when you were like dealing with stuff, songs that make you feel a certain way. May not be songs that cheer you up, but songs you just like.
It's the songs that make you feel all the crap you don't want to feel.
Yeah, exactly. So it's, I don't know. It's hard for me to describe what I was thinking, but like.
I think you were thinking, I'm sad, so I want to listen to something because I'm in a melancholy song because I'm in a melancholy mood.
Well, like that song Back to Good by Matchbox 20, or Drive by REM. Those kind of slow songs that aren't necessarily like.
They're not
slow
love
rock songs.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to describe what I was talking about. Where it's like, I had the hardest time figure out what I was even going to call the show.
Right.
And then then Howie sends me his songs, and it's like Pony by Genuine, Closer by 9 Inch Nails, and I'm like, I don't think this is quite what I had in mind when I was like, your songs are way different than mine. That's like,
Well,
we get on the same page here. But then he sent me some other songs, so I think I could have been better way how to explain it, but I couldn't.
Like
I
REM
couldn't even.
Drive, and I'll listen to what was the other one? I'll listen to that and see if there's something
Back to
better.
Good.
Back to Good. Okay.
Yeah. I had a hard time even explaining it to myself. Like, what am I trying to do here? So, anyways, we'll figure it out.
Well,
And
I think this might just
hopefully,
be all of our interpretation of what Ryan said.
yes. And hopefully we'll have a great breakup soundtrack for you guys on
Lord.
Sunday, because sometimes you need music to listen to when you're depressed. We're not happy all the time. We just went through this. Sometimes we need some songs to listen to when we're sad, and we don't want to hear happy music. Yeah, we're doing you guys a favor by listening some good depressing music for you guys to listen to.
Just in case you need a good cry.
Exactly. Well, guys, thank you. Yes, let out, sing, have a good time. That's what life is about.
That's what we're doing.
Yes, that's what we're here for.
All
Everyone,
right.
thank you so much
you.
for joining us tonight. We'll be back here on Thursday night, just shooting the shit, or maybe we'll have Ariel on. We don't know.
We're just
We don't know.
winging it.
Yes, that's what we do.
Yep.
On the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show, and we'll be back here on Sunday night, YouTube exclusive, with the Freakin Awesome playlist.
Yep.
And we will talk to you soon.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.